Zimbabwe, they hijack everything that is not theirs. Once again, Zimbabwe is witnessing the hijacking of history, culture, and heritage. Now even the MNAGWA kingship, a sacred legacy of African civilization, is being targeted. The truth is simple. The owners of the mnangagwa throne are known. The lineage is clear. But instead of restoring authority to its rightful custodians, the state is busy appropriating history, twisting it for political convenience, and manufacturing hollow holidays like Mnangagwa Day, without the Mutapa king himself. This is not new. We have seen it before. When King Lobengula visited the mayor of Bulawayo generations ago, his royal authority unsettled the colonial establishment. They were in sixes and sevens, scrambling to undermine the legitimacy of an African king. The pattern continues today. Whenever true heritage resurfaces, it is attacked, suppressed, or co-opted. But here lies the contradiction. How can you celebrate Mnangagwa Day while ignoring or sidelining the very throne that defines it? A kingless celebration is not heritage, it is propaganda. It reduces a living tradition into a state-sponsored spectacle, designed to erase rightful owners and rewrite history in favor of politics. Zimbabwe's rulers have developed a dangerous habit. They hijack everything that is not theirs. They hijack liberation history, turning collective struggle into a personal brand. They hijack natural resources, looting what belongs to the people. And now they want to hijack kingship, stripping it of meaning and reducing it to empty parades. But heritage is not a political gimmick. Kingship is not for sale. It belongs to bloodlines, to history, to communities who trace their roots and legitimacy back centuries. To exclude the Mutapa king from Mnangagwa Day is to mock African civilization itself. The question then is, what is this thing called Mnangagwa Day without the Mutapa king? It is nothing but a show, a performance, a hollow festival that pretends to honor history while in reality erasing it. If Zimbabwe is serious about reclaiming its past, it must begin by recognizing and restoring rightful custodianship of traditional institutions. Anything else is just another hijack, another theft of memory, another act of betrayal.